It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview a professional women's basketball player, Briana Green. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm fine. Yourself?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you knew that you wanted to play professional basketball?
I knew I wanted to play professional basketball ever since I was 5 years old, and my Aunt Marcia pinned up the basketball in my hand, and she told me and she showed me the love and the passion that the game can bring and all the great things and all the great people that you can meet in the process.
That's so amazing. What was your time like at the Southern University?
My time at Southern University was amazing. I met some phenomenal people like Ajane Dillon, Sandy Pugh, Coach TJ Pugh, Coach Funches, Coach J, Coach B. I met so many people. I have so many amazing teammates, so many great memories. It was something that is kind of mind-blowing, and it's truly hard to put into words on what Southern University did for me while I was there in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
What was it like the first time you put on the Southern University jersey for the first time?
It was scary. It was scary coming in as a freshman and starting and playing there at Southern against so many great players like Jasmine Jefferson and Yasmin, and so many much stress, but so many challenges onto me and prepare and always ready at every given moment at every given time.
What were some of your accomplishments at Southern University?
Oh, that's quite a bit of a long list. I won my freshman year. I'm gonna kind of go by years here. My freshman year, I won freshman of the year of the conference. Sophomore year, we were regular season champions, and I was first team all conference. My junior year, I want to say I was first and second team all conference. What else? Jesus. Oh, we won the regular season my junior year as well. Senior year, we won it all. Only thing we did not accomplish was the SWAC championship. I became an All-American my senior year. I also
What was it like to go play for the SWAG championship?
it was something I always dreamed of, something that I always wanted to do. So even to be a contender for about 3 years was something great and also a blessing. You know, me and my teammates, we fought hard during the preseason to make sure we was prepared and that we were always contenders for a SWAC championship. Unfortunately, we came up short every year, but just to get there and be able to play against some great teams and some great players, such as Alabama State, who had Brittany, who is one of my good friends now, and also Shakila Hill that played at Grambling State University. Just playing against those players and showing what we could do on a national level and expanding, you know, the game of women's basketball, period, coming from HBCU was something memorable and something amazing. So you know, to represent my school, Southern University, on national television or ESPN was just a blessing.
Can you talk about, of course, the transition from college to professional and going the international route versus going the WNBA route?
Making that transition for me wasn't as hard as people may think. People always told me that it was something about me, that I had a gift, and it was something that I eventually had to believe in myself. And I always, like I said, when I was 5 years old, my aunt, I gave her so much credit. I always wanted to go pro. You know, ever since I was in high school, I came from a program, Dillon High School, like on my jacket here. We had the college classes, we had college practices, we even played on the college court. So all those things prepared me for the next level. Going into college, it prepared me, to what was expected, going into the real world and becoming a professional athlete and what comes with it. Even on the business aspect, my mentors always made sure that I was steadfast and that I was ready at any given moment when it came to me getting a call to go overseas. So having a great opportunity and being blessed to sign my first contract to go to Ireland, which was amazing. I went over there and it became natural to me. It wasn't anything hard. The biggest transition for me was more so the time difference. The time difference was probably the hardest part because of me being from Miami, Florida, being a Sunshine State girl, going to a place like Ireland to where it's freezing cold every day, all day, and having my family and my friends adjust to, I want to say it was like a 6 to 7 hour time difference. That was the biggest part, I believe, of everything is the time difference and the weather. Because I have good skin and my skin is meant for the sun. I don't think it's meant for the cold. So it was kind of a big transition for me.
What is it like playing for Ireland?
It was great. I made great teammates. I laugh and I still talk to my teammates to this day, Anya and Megan and Shauna, and the list goes on. It was a great experience. I was a part of a great organization. My first year going overseas, we had an undefeated season. We won the National Cup Championship over there in Ireland, which was something that hadn't been done for that particular team in a while. So to be able to be a part of that and then turn around to be an all-star myself, that was something that I was blessed and fortunate to be a part of. And I was very, very grateful and very humble for that. They still talk to me to this day. So we have a great, great relationship. And I thank them all the time for any and everything that they've helped me accomplish and where they've got me so far.
What was the feeling like for the first time putting on the first professional jersey?
Again, nervous. I was very, very nervous. I wanted to have a great game. I wanted to have a perfect game. I didn't want to make any mistakes, but of course that comes a part of the game. But it was more so nervous and living up to the expectations of being, one of the still players playing for my college coach, Sandy Pugh. Out of all of her players right now, I'm kind of the only one still playing. So to be able to take all of those nerves and also make my family proud and my friends and everybody else that supports me back home, to make them proud, that was something that I had on my back and in my head at all times. But once I got on the court, it just became natural. It became easy. After probably like the first 5 minutes, I was okay. Like I didn't have any nerves anymore. I was just out there in my own zone, playing the game, just thinking of some songs in my head to not think about anything.
What are some teams that you have played overseas?
My first 2 years, I played for Liffey Celtics in Dublin, Ireland. My third year, which was last season, I played for a team in Lefkada, Greece.
What was it like traveling to Greece to play for Greece?
It was interesting. Of course, Corona made it very, very interesting for me when it gets to just getting there, getting COVID tested. Not too many people speaking English, which was kind of a transition for me. But when I got there, the team welcomed me with open arms. I didn't have any problems or issues for that matter. It was more so just adjusting to the city and adjusting to the way they live and the way they kind of go by their daily lives compared to me. I would say they live pretty good over there. They have a beach, they have sunshine for majority of the time. It doesn't really rain too much over there. It's more so just adjustment, I would say, all around for overseas. It's nothing that you can't get adjusted to, but you have to be very, very patient and understand that it's a process and it's going to take time, especially with your sleeping habits. You go to sleep at maybe like 9 over here, but over there it's a time difference, so your body has to adjust to that. So some nights you might be up like 3 or 4 in the morning, but you really want to go to sleep. So I think that's the hardest part.
What are some game day rituals that you have?
Game day rituals that I have overseas or in college?
Both.
Okay, for me in college, my game day ritual was I would go to shoot around in the morning. Once I leave shoot around, we would have to be back around like 12-ish, 1 o'clock. And I would go to Subway. I would get me a sub. I've never changed my order for the whole 4 years I was at Southern. When we had the opportunity to have Subway, I would literally have a meatball sub with ranch, Parmesan cheese, and that's it. That's the only thing I would have, with a nice little drink with a smoothie from Smoothie King on the side, and that's it. After that, I'm not eating anything else until after the game. I will go home. Once I get my food, I would eat, take me a shower, listen to some music while I'm in my apartment at Southern, and then go to the gym, have on some music. Once I get in the room and I put on my shorts, I get dressed, go out with my teammates, of course, not practice, but shoot around and go through our drills before the game, get taped up, all that thing, stretch. I always got stretched on the side with the trainer by myself. We had our own little thing where I would get like extra stretching on the side before we go back into the locker room before the game. And I have my jersey with me. I pray in my jersey, put it on, and then I go I go and do what I do best. Overseas is a little bit different. Overseas I would just go and overseas I would kind of just go and of course I would eat, I would listen to music is something that really kind of calms my nerves and kind of get me amped up for the game and kind of get me in that space and into my zone to where I'm okay, and I kind of tune up like whole entire world out, and it's just me and the basketball at that point. But just listen to some music before the game, go in the locker room, still listen to some music, get taped, get stretched, and same thing, pray in my jersey, pray while I'm on the court, and I just start playing. That's it.
That's so amazing. Who are some of the people that you look up to in the basketball community?
People that I look up to in the basketball community, it's two people I can say in particular. One would be Erica Wheeler. Erica Wheeler, she plays for the LA Sparks. She's a really, really good friend of mine, close friend of mine, as a matter of fact. She's somebody that always keeps me focused. She's somebody that always keeps me level-headed and lets me know what I'm doing wrong or what I'm doing right. I just had a conversation with her not too long ago, and she got on me good, about getting prepared and getting everything ready. I worked hard to get here, so now it's time to enjoy the fruits of my labor. And she just wants me to keep building. But Erica Wheeler, most definitely, she's been somebody very, very impactful. I don't think I would be kind of here or in this spot professionally without her, kind of keeping me steady and giving me some of the best advice. And also, most definitely, I can't forget about my aunt, Marcia Pender. She's, a legendary coach. She always made sure I was focused, no matter if I had a bad game, if I had a great game, even if I had a great or good game, she would tell me it was average. Like, I can be better. I can do something better. I should have did this. I should have did that. I should have screened here. I should have took this shot. I should have never passed this or anything like that. So having those two people in my life, unfortunately my aunt's not here anymore, having them two people in my life was just something inspirational and something that, not too many people have. So I definitely take advantage of it. And I took advantage of it, to get here and to always build on what they told me and what they preached to me. And having them in my corner was just something that I just truly took advantage of. Like those two kind of people you don't truly get to find. You have a legendary coach that has been, up, down, having great seasons, having bad seasons, winning championships, coaching McDonald's All-American, WBCA All-American, being a Hall of Fame coach, all of those things, and then having an actual WNBA star, such as Erica Wheeler, as her caliber and doing what she does as being a point guard and being from where I'm from, Miami. Not too many people are able to say that. Not too many people are able to say, they're able to play in the WNBA or to be a professional athlete. So to have them two women, those are truly the most impactful women in the basketball world that I can say. I don't think I can pick two better people.
That's so amazing. Of course, yeah. Speaking about that, what are some of your future plans when it comes to your professional basketball career? Do you plan on playing in the WNBA, or do you only plan on playing international?
I always tell people, you never know what God has in store for you. You never know what God has planned for you. If it's, in his plan and in his will for me to play in the WNBA and be blessed with that opportunity, I most definitely will take advantage of it. Most definitely. But for right now, that's not the case. So I'm going to take advantage of the opportunity that I have, which is playing overseas and taking advantage of the opportunities that are brought to me as well. And playing overseas right now is my main focus, going overseas and proving myself and let everybody know that I'm not just the niece of a Hall of Famer, or I'm not just, this and that. I can ball like the rest of them. So I think that's my biggest thing right now, just staying focused and making sure that any opportunity that comes my way, I take advantage of. But most definitely, if the WNBA comes across and I'm blessed with opportunity, I will definitely take it full advantage of it.
What are some of your favorite things about playing international?
Traveling and also meeting new people. Anybody that knows me, any of my friends and my family, they can tell you I travel a whole lot. Even when I'm not in season, I still travel. I love to travel and I love to see new things and go to new places and meet new people. Being from Miami, of course, this is everybody kind of vacation spot, but I'm from here. So I always tell people when I go out and I talk to them about being a pro, I always say it's a whole nother world out there that nobody has ever seen or a lot of people have not seen. So I would tell people, kind of take advantage of it, travel a little bit. So I would definitely say traveling.
What advice would you give future college players looking to play college women's basketball?
I would tell any college player, stay focused. Stay focused. Remember where you are. Remember what fundamentals got you to where you are. Always build on what you have. You can never be too great. You can never be too bad. There's nothing wrong with somebody telling you you need to improve on something. Just take advantage of the positive and the most amazing people that you have and the feedback that you have, and just always stay focused. Just remember that it's the ultimate goal that we want to get to is to turn pro and to always give back. Don't never feel like you're too big to give back. You're too big to forget about where you came from because there's somebody that's just like you out there.
What advice would you give college women basketball players looking to play professional, whether it's go with the WNBA route or go international like you did?
What advice would I give them? Make your time count. Take advantage of the opportunities. When you have the opportunity to go and play on ESPN, when you have the opportunity to play the big schools, when you have the opportunity when the lights are bright, shine. Just be you. Just take advantage of the opportunities that you're given. We are all women at the end of the day, and our sport does not get enough recognition as it is. So when we have the opportunity to show what we can do and make it to where everybody has their attention on us, make that time count. My aunt was real big on that. She had a saying, don't count your time, make your time count. And that's something that I live and I stand by. And I would tell everybody, make your time count when you're out on the court and just take advantage because you never know who's watching. You never know who's watching. It could be an overseas coach or a coach that knows a coach or a player or a person that knows somebody that can be watching you. And that's what, I was blessed to be able. It was a lot of people, excuse me. It was a lot of people that I didn't know that I ended up finding out about or that I knew of. Eventually, that kind of helped me and put me in a position to get to where I am. And they knew somebody that put me in a position to go overseas and play basketball.
That's amazing. What advice would you give future and current professional players playing now?
Say that one more time.
What advice would you give future and current players playing professional basketball now?
What advice would I give them?
Mm-hmm.
Again, make your time count. Make your time count. I don't think us as women's basketball players, we do make our time count all the time. We kind of feel like, we're at a certain level to where we're okay. But it comes to a point where we're not, we can't consider ourselves as average. We don't get enough recognition as the guys, as the men's side. So we have to take advantage of the time that we have while we're on the court, while we're out there, while people see us, while people watch us, while people take pictures of us. All those things count. So definitely make your time count.
That's great advice. Where can my listeners find you at on social media?
Listeners can find me on social media on Instagram at Bree, BREE _EEE 22. Same thing on Twitter, same thing on, not the same thing on Snapchat. On Snapchat, you can find me at worker _Bree, BRE 22.
Thank you again.
Same thing on Facebook, Briana Green.
Thank you again, Briana Green, for your interview, and best of luck in your future with your playing career as a professional athlete.
Thanks so much, Brandon. Appreciate the time.
You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Briana Green, for your interview, and best of luck.
Thank you.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.